Okay, good evening everybody. Pat Petrini here with The Perfect Business for the Young Entrepreneur, Volume 16, I think. I'm not totally sure if that's correct. But thanks for tuning in as always. I had a great question that was asked to me by one of our subscribers to this blog, and the question was regarding building relationships. That's a term that you hear a lot. Bob Schmidt talks about it. Many of the other leaders talk about building relationships as one of the really important things to focus on in this business. The question was, what exactly does that mean? What is building relationships? Does that mean that I need to be best friends with all of the people that I talk to, and I need to make them my best friends before talking to them about XanGo? Or does it just mean that I just kind of spend a little time getting to know them, or anywhere in between? And the answer is yes, it's all of the above. Certainly there are many situations where I've become very good friends with both people that are my prospects and distributors, but building relationships is really just having a focus on finding out about the other person. That's really what it's about. If I meet somebody, a big mistake for a new distributor when they just meet anybody is they just immediately want to jump into XanGo before taking any time to get to know this person and develop any trust and build any relationships. For me, first off, before I even talk to anybody about XanGo, I have to have a reason why I'm talking to them about it, because that's my lead-in. That's how I open up the door to sharing it with them. I'm not just going to jump on them and tell them about XanGo. I need to explain to them why I'm doing it so that it makes sense to them and they don't feel like I am just only have my own purposes in mind. They can see that I'm considering their situation. So if I'm just sharing the product, obviously I will oftentimes know that they are somewhat health conscious because I've asked them about themselves and learned about themselves, and I found out that they exercise or they do this or they supplement or whatever. And so I say, hey, I actually represent a product that I am really proud to represent, and I'd love to give you some information on it. You seem somebody that's really conscious and really proactive about your health. I would love to get your honest feedback on this. Could I give you a CD? But I've taken some time to learn about them, again, to find out how XanGo could fit into what their priorities are. On the business side, I don't just go walking around approaching every single person that I run into about the business. I first find out why when I talk to this person about it. I need to have a sincere compliment that I'm going to give to somebody as to why I'm sharing the business with them. But you can't compliment somebody genuinely and sincerely unless you know enough about them to give them a compliment. So before doing so, I will just try to take some time and get to know somebody. Sometimes that means that I'm going to try to meet with them for coffee. Sometimes it means that I'm just going to have like a short little conversation with them. But the point being that I'm asking questions about them. I'm learning about them. How do they like their job? What did they do before? Where are they from? Are they married? What does their spouse do? Do they have a family? Do they love traveling? Where would they love to travel to? What do they do with their free time? Any number of things like that. But the more I can get to know them, the more I can figure out how XanGo will help them and how XanGo would fit into their lives, why XanGo might be a benefit for them. That's what's really ultimately important. It doesn't matter why you joined XanGo. It doesn't matter why I joined XanGo. I joined XanGo for residual income and time for flexibility, but not everybody is looking for that. I met with somebody earlier today who is retired and retired very well off from a successful business that they had. And they said very clearly to me that they didn't care about the money or the time. They have plenty of money and time. But what was appealing to them was they were looking for something that they could spend their time doing that would be fun and that they would feel that they were having a positive impact on others. So once I found that out, that that's what they were looking for, then that was my whole focus. That's all I needed to know, and I 100% focused on how XanGo fit into that they're looking for. How XanGo could be something that is fun, that they could spend their time on, where they can help others both from a health standpoint and a financial standpoint. So again, short answer, building relationships is just about taking a little bit of time to care enough about other people to find out about them, to learn about them, before jumping into your pitch. Find out how XanGo could benefit them, and once you've gotten to know them a little bit, this could be in the course of a few minutes, or it could be in the course of a few weeks or even months. It depends on the situation. But once you've built a little bit of trust with somebody, you've gotten to know them enough to where you know why you want to introduce XanGo to them, then you can start to do that. But they need to know that you have their interest at heart. There needs to be a little bit of trust. They need to know that you're thinking of them, because if you take no time to learn about somebody else, then it's going to be very obvious that you only have your own interest at heart. You're only trying to build your business. You're only trying to make money off of them. And people don't trust that. People won't join that. So take a sincere interest in others, and people will join you. People will follow you. People will want to be a part of you, because people love other people that take an interest in them. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Great question. Talk to you soon.